Hello, this is Clint from Clint's Permaculture Garden. I want to show you the longer 14-inch tree trainers, how they work. What you're looking at, this tree right here, is a black tartan cherry. It grew up real whippy. This is one season growth here. Part of having good soil that you get happy. But because of the smaller tree trainers, I've had to use 1, 2, 3. And I don't think that's going to do as good as I wanted to do. So I called up a chip down in Mississippi. I said, dude, I need some bigger ones. So this is where the 14 inchers of this come from. But you can see, now for my purposes, thinking about having public coming for U-pick, the reason I want to train the trees this way is someone that may or may not know that much about trees can walk right here and be able to pick cherries off of this tree. That's one function of doing this. The second function is it allows a lot of light in here, which is really good. I can have narrow rows like I'm going to have here, so I can stack a lot more diversity without having a tree that's bushed out. So I can control the growth with a tree trainer a lot. And for my particular purposes, every tree that I grow is part of my permaculture nursery. So next year when the growth are coming up all these buds, I'm gonna have propagation material all the way across. Now, this winter, I'm actually gonna cut this back to about this far this year on both sides. I'm just letting it, since the cherry trees have a rough time when it gets hot, I'm leaving the leaves on here. I'm gonna cut this back. I'm gonna let this get a stocky, strong tree by training it. And I don't wanna have it real whippy and growth going out, but I just wanna show you real quick. Because, I mean, you can do what I'm doing here with the smaller tree trainers, there's no doubt. But when I put these on, I want to get the shape that I'm looking for very, very quickly and easily, and be able to modify them whenever I want to. I'm just putting these on here with zip ties. So I'm taking these off, and even just in about 3 weeks, you can see it's already starting to keep that shape. This was straight up like this when we started, and just by using the tree trainer, I've got the shape that I want. And I'm going to take 2 zip ties. See, I'm thinking of when I want people, now up here, see, I've already started training this limb here to start coming out. So this limb I want to have in reality about right here. So I can take this, we're just going to zip tie it on. And I see I've got that angle, so I can roll this back with my finger, and because this extra length, I'm not putting a lot of tension on this whatsoever. One reason we went with a thinner metal, so if someone tried to really abuse the strength part of this, the metal would bend back, and that's part of the reason we went this way, because I don't want someone using this to hurt the tree. Now see, I've got a little room right there. I can tighten it up. I'm gonna grab one more zip tie. I mean, this is, for me anyway, for the nursery and what I'm gonna be doing on the other property, this just is really cool. See, I've already started training this way, and I'm gonna take a second one, and I'm not gonna bend it as hard, but I'm gonna put it right there. And by having on a bigger limb like this, it's allowing me not to put stress on this tree. Just get it somewhere close to where you want it. Take this second zip tie. See, and I'm just gonna gently bend this tree to start matching this metal, and I'm gonna tighten it up. Now we have the espalier shape that I'm looking at right off the bat. This other limb up here is going to be coming out right above it. I'm not going to let the tree get any taller than that. I may allow one of these other limbs to come out right here, but that'll be about the max that it is. To be honest, the black tartan in my area, if it doesn't put on good fruit, it'll be out of here anyway. So, but by using these little system right here, I've already got the shape off a straight limb without hurting the tree that I would have to go dig and put in post, use that heavy wire, keep it taut, all the maintenance involved in that. Next spring, when I take these off, this limb will naturally start growing this way. And that's, to me, the advantage of training the trees instead of using a regular espalier, because it's also going to have all the strength in the winter when it's moving back and forth. So you don't have breakage like I've had with regular espalier where it meets the trunk because it gets weak because we allow it to do that. So I'm going to replace these over here, but this is how to espalier a tree with no wires.